hold on to your thinking caps, calculates, because it's about to get crazy. So if I go back and I look at the problem 2 that we did up above, I notice that I split that, and on one piece of it I had to use a u substitution. So I'm frequently going to have to do that, of course, when I have multiple pieces in the numerator where I'm going to want to separate them. So I'm going to look at I'm going to look at the denominator first, and I do note it is a squared, it's quadratic. So I'm going to see if I might be able to complete the square on it. And of course, half of 2 squared is 1. So this turns into an x plus 1 quantity squared plus 1 squared, so that I know that this beginning piece is the u and the last piece is the a. And so now if I think about separating it, I'll have to use u substitution. So this is kind of thinking. I would split it, and I'd still have the x piece on top that I don't really want to have, even though over here I could create that denominator that I want on bottom, which would be x plus 1 quantity squared plus 1 squared. That is a positive 2. And that side all works out. But here's the catch. So the catch is, if I try the u substitution over here on the left, where I substitute for the whole denominator, again, similar to problem 2 up above, then my du is 2x plus 2, and that's a problem because I can't just insert a plus 2. I can multiply by a coefficient because I can compensate for that outside, but I can't just go around adding 2. So I have to think back to, did I have this in some fashion that I could have started with? And by that I mean, could I have created a 2x plus 2 in the beginning? And so let me offer this suggestion. What if I had rewritten this as this quantity? Do I still have 2x minus 5? And then when I do that and I split them, I decide that I'll keep the first 2 pieces together, and I'll make the 7 go over here by himself. And so it doesn't affect this at all. After all, that number was just a coefficient outside. But here, it actually now gives me license to complete the u substitution. So, of course, all of this becomes du, and my denominator is just u. Pretty crazy, huh? It's all about how skilled you are at manipulating. And I know several of you are quite skilled at manipulating your parents, so now I just want you to manipulate calculus problems. You can do it. So of course here, I'll have natural log of absolute value of u. And the second one is the arctangent. So I'll have 1 over a, but a was 1. And then arctan of u over a, but keep in mind my u was x plus 1, and then plus c. And then I'll go back and substitute in for u, and hopefully you're pretty good at reading sideways. So there's my final simplified answer. Bravo!